Well, hello everyone, my name's Gary and today I'm back with another review. This is the Einhell TE-SV18 uh, cordless stick vacuum. So I've been using it for about 4 or 5 months now, so I thought I'd leave a review and try and help a few people out if I can. So I purchased this from Amazon for around $89.95. It runs on an 18-volt battery system and it doesn't come with a battery, so I had to purchase the batteries separate. I actually purchased two of these, which are 3 amp hour batteries, and they also came with a charger, and I purchased them for, I think they were £30 in the Amazon warehouse section. So it was two 3 amp hour batteries including the charger, so all in all it's cost me £120 for the two batteries and the vacuum, which compared to the Vaxblade 5, which I think was around £250 new with two 4 amp hour batteries, it's a good bit of a saving. Now, in regards to the Vaxblade 5, I just didn't like it as a vacuum. It's when you were using a 4 amp hour battery, I think you got 7 minutes on full power, and that was it, and then your battery was completely gone. It did have a high and low mode, but if you used it on low, it was just pointless on carpets, so it always needed to be used on high. This thing, using a 3 amp hour battery, this has a high and low, again needs to be used on high for carpets. It does, like the Vax, have a rotating brush down here, which helps get the hair up, but on a 3 amp hour battery, this definitely does over double of what the Vax did on a 4 amp hour battery. I live in a 3 bedroom house, and yeah, I would say probably hoover my house twice on one battery, and that's using it on low power on the hard floors, but then my living room and all my upstairs, most of my upstairs, the bedrooms are all carpeted, so it's a mixture of low and high, but more so high power. I would definitely say I can do my house twice on the one 3 amp hour battery, where on the Vax I would have stood no chance. It's definitely got better suction than the Vax, especially if you're using it with a tool. Like, it disconnects here. If you want to take that off, the rotating brush, there's just a catch under here. You just flip it to a side and the brush pulls out, where on the Vax it actually had something here that you would need to put like a coin in and turn it, and then you would have to fight to wrestle the brush out, and it was just so frustrating, and things shouldn't be that difficult. This vacuum actually came with a couple of crevice tools, which, yeah, they were all right, but I actually purchased an additional pipe from Amazon. It cost me about £10, and then another crevice tool. So you would disconnect it from here. The pipe would connect. I think the pipe was about 2 meters long, and then it turned it into a grate for doing the stairs, or a grate for doing your vehicle, which the Vax was just pathetic, and there was just no point, because it just wouldn't suck anything up when you tried hoovering your vehicle out. But this does the job. I was even using a Henry Hoover for inside my vehicles, and I ended up doing away with that because this managed the job fine. Yeah, the suction wasn't as good, but it still does the job fine. Now, in regards to emptying it, there's your container. You can disconnect this full section here by pressing that, and then there's the bit on the side there that when it is disconnected, you flip that catch, this flips open, and basically your waste falls out. I mean, I would say 99% of the time your waste is compressed into a nice little ball, which I will show you now, because I have actually just hoovered my living room carpet. So there. So that was just in, and then it was nice and easy to get out. I always empty this vacuum inside my bin, inside my kitchen. It's just nice and easy. Flip it open and it just falls out. Occasionally you might have to pull some of it out with your fingers, but it comes out dead easy, whereas the Vax would never fall out. You always had to get your hands in and pull it out, so I would never empty that in the house because it was just far too messy. Where this isn't. Now again, another massive plus about this is it's very, very lightweight, very lightweight, very manoeuvrable. Where the Vax wasn't light, definitely probably 3 times what this weighs. That's without batteries. Nowhere near as manoeuvrable. This doesn't feel like it's restricting you when you're moving it round under a table and stuff like that. Where the Vax did, you could tell you were, having to turn it to manoeuvre it. This end here is actually a fair bit narrower, so it fits under like the unit in the bathroom and just into those smaller spaces a bit better. So again, that's just a massive plus. And also another plus is obviously the batteries. If you've got any other Einhell products, they all use the same battery. So it's just, I didn't have any. This was my first Einhell purchase, but now I have other items like drills and stuff. So it's nice and easy to just swap the battery and away you go. So I would say, and on a quick note, I have used another cordless vacuum very briefly. It's a Shark model that's currently out. I can't recall what that was, but I'm sure when I looked it up, it retailed at about £249. And again, suction wise, I wouldn't say there was any difference. Obviously the Shark has the no tangle brushes, which is great. This you will find, as with the Vax, if you're hoovering, and you've got people in your house who've got long hair, after a while you will have to disconnect the brush and de-hair it. But like I said, it's very easy to take off. But the battery system on the Vax, it was dead clunky. Not on the Vax, sorry, on the Shark was just a bit clunky, and again that was heavier. And I would just say to anybody looking for I have 2 dogs, and this gets their hair up fine. I do actually have a Vax corded hoover as well, which obviously they're more powerful. So I did actually hoover my living room carpet with this, and then ran over with the corded vacuum after to do a test to see if there was still any hair to be picked up, and it picked a little bit up, not much but a little. So this is definitely doing its job well, and I don't even use the corded one anymore now. This suits my needs fine. If I've been decorating, sanding anything down, I actually think that's what it's intended for, the working environment, and it does a good job of that. You can easily just connect all that, as I've said. This just all comes out. The filter's in there. You can rinse it all out, wash the filter, let it dry, and away you go. And that's it, back to usage. The only niggle I would say about it is that the trigger is here for turning it on. And sometimes when you're carrying it, depending on how you can carry it, you could catch it with your finger and turn it on, but that's not a big deal. But definitely for the price point, and like I said, I've compared it with a Vax, which was over twice the price, and yeah, this is a clear winner for me, so I definitely recommend it and give it a try. Right, thanks for watching, and I hope I can help a few people out. Goodbye.